Okay, so today we're going to be discussing the equivalent weight of carboxylic acids. This is on page, I want you, before you do anything, I want you to go to page 207 in the lab manual and write down the formula for all acids and molecular weight or equivalent weight. The equivalent weight is defined as molecular weight over number of acidic hydrogens. So for instance, for HCl, the equivalent weight is equal to the molecular weight over 1. For sulfuric acid, equals to molecular weight over 2. So for phosphoric acid, it's going to be molecular weight over 3. So what you're going to be doing, you're going to be doing the same experiment 3 times. Okay? You will take one unknown, and you will be performing a titration. Okay? So you will have one unknown, you take the mass, mass of the acid, plus 30 milliliters of methanol to dissolve it, because most of the acids are solid, and then titrate against NaOH. The NaOH should be standardized, and so therefore what we have here is you will be taking a certain amount of volume of NaOH to neutralize it. But the most important thing is that you have to write down the formula of all acids in table at page 207. Now what you're going to be doing now is you're going to be doing a titration, and again a titration involves a burette, conical flask, a piece of paper, and we will have our acid and methanol over here, and you will add phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein in acid is clear, at endpoint is infinitely pink, and in base it's pink. Our job is not to make it pink. Our job is to make it infinitely pink, and in this case we use always the white sheet of paper under. Phenolphthalein in acid is clear, end of the titration is infinitely clear, in base it's pink. Okay? We will perform this titration, and we will do it using different masses. And so therefore what we have here is mass over equivalent weight of acid equals to the molarity times the volume of NaOH in liters. So what we have here is, we have the molarity, which is known, the volume, that is in liters, the mass, which is measured, and you have to measure it all the way to the last decimal point the balance allows you. So 0.214 is not equal grams, is not equal to 0.2 grams. Okay? You have to record it all the way to the last decimal point the balance gives you. So therefore you can calculate the equivalent weight, which would be the mass over the molarity times the volume. And therefore you determine the equivalent weight of the acid and compare it to the values that you get from the table.